everyone, it's Malonga with Ontario Soccer. We're at the 2024 Ontario Soccer Summit at York University. I'm actually just right outside the Life Sciences building. I've got a little nook cornered off for myself. I'm hoping to talk to a few passerbys about Black History Month, as it is February when we are holding the summit. And diversity, equity, and inclusion is a strategic priority that we identified in our latest strategic plan. So we're hoping to discuss that with some folks here at the summit. I'm excited to announce our first speaker, which is Sandra Riberdy. She's actually the diversity officer with Ontario Soccer and someone that is well versed and trained in the areas of diversity and inclusion and making organizations more inclusive. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the discussion, and I hope that we can continue this discussion throughout the year and throughout the years to come as we look to make our sport more inclusive to all. So without further ado, here's the interview. Enjoy. Please get back to me with comments and questions afterwards if you want to see more discussions like this, and if you want to see our sport become more inclusive. We're here with Sandra Riberdy, Diversity Officer with Ontario Soccer. She just finished up her session on DEI. So Sandra, for those who weren't able to attend your session like myself, but are itching to see the replay that we're going to have available afterwards, give everyone a one-liner or two-liner on what they can expect from your session.
Absolutely. So today we talked about DEI within Ontario Soccer, really from the creation in 2020 to this point now. Some of the things that we've been working on along the way. Our next focus is on education. So we want to be able to educate right across Ontario about the important issues of DEI.
Well, tell listeners that don't know you, tell them a little bit about yourself, about your background, and what you want to bring to Ontario Soccer.
Absolutely. So I am the diversity officer for Ontario Soccer, but in my professional life, I'm an agile coach. I work with executives, leaders, teams, and individuals to help them on big organizational transformational changes, and work through the processes on that.
Beautiful. And it is February. It's Black History Month. Obviously, at Ontario Soccer, we want to celebrate that a little bit. Obviously, we are both in the Black family there. So what does Black History Month mean to you, and how do you like to celebrate Black History?
Yeah, it's really a time for reflection for me. Like, it's really a time to acknowledge and recognize the contributions that Black people have made across the industry, especially in sports. I was actually going to show a picture of the Canadian soccer team, but that applies to everybody, not just the team, the diversity throughout, and the huge contributions that we've made.
Beautiful. Myself, I watched a lot of the African Cup of Nations, which was on football this year, which I thought was really cool. And my team did pretty well, so I'm happy about that. Congo, they got to the third place game there, but obviously they came up a little bit short. But yeah, I think it's a great opportunity to watch some of the soccer from our brothering nations with a lot of Black people in them, obviously.
Yes.
But to close things out, I want to talk about something a little bit more serious, and something more serious for us as well. Obviously, we as an organization and as a sport aren't perfect as well. We do have to become more welcoming, and it starts from the top, so we have to be obviously an example for our clubs in our districts.
Yeah.
So I guess the question is, what do you think we as Ontario Soccer and sport organizations in general can do to make their sports more welcoming, and in turn make our societies more welcoming as well? Obviously, everyone knows that sport can be a catalyst for change in our societies, and not just in the entertainment industry.
Absolutely. So a couple of things I talked about today during the session, but there's lots of opportunity to be inclusive, and really, if you want to actually have people from different areas, you have to reflect that internally to build the trust and the respect and the transparency to show people that this is who we are as an organization and we represent the community. So I think that's a really key thing, is to show that example of who you want who the leaders are and how they should be representative of the groups.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much. I don't want to keep you. I know you got to get on the road there to get home and get some rest. So I'll let you go. Thank you so much.
All right, absolutely. Thank you.
And that's it. Unfortunately, that's all the time that I had with Sandra. Sandra, I want to say a big thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to speak with me on this important topic. And I hope that we can get a follow-up from you next year. Hopefully we can sit down for a bit longer with hopefully some great updates and stories from the province of Ontario in our soccer community. Next, we're going to go to our next interview. I sat down with Pepy Malonga. He is the founder of Foot IQ. It's an innovative, cool new organization that looks to sort of use soccer as a tool and a building block as a way to build life skills, I would say, within youth, all centered around soccer as that key piece that unifies us all. So without further ado, we're going to get right into it. Here's the interview with Pepy. What do you do? Where do you work? What's your day-to-day like?
My day-to-day right now is really trying to create awareness around like youth, because I feel like youth like the part of the future. I'm trying to build others through the program, the Foot IQ program, and bringing these like skills, soft skills, I could say that, helping them to grow and being adults with a good career and a mentality that can help them to grow.
Yeah, that's great. And so it is February. We're talking about Black History Month.
Okay.
So what does Black History Month mean to you?
For me, it's really like a month where we need to think about all like the Black people, the made history, help us to be proud of who we are, but also trying to see where we can make things change and evolve for our community, for youth and the other generation. They need to understand that we're a community where we have a lot of things to do, but some people did things before that helped us to be here where we are to now.
Yeah, that's great. And definitely February is a month for reflection. I think it's a good time to just reflect on where we have come, obviously, as a people, and obviously to think about all the work that still needs to be done, because obviously I don't think any of us, anyone in the Black community thinks that we've achieved a goal of sort of equality in our society. So building off that, what do you think soccer can do to sort of play a role in society with respect to making things more equal for everyone, regardless of their gender or their background and whatnot?
I feel like even right now, like in general, soccer is like a sport, like the most famous sport for me in the world, with people coming from everywhere. And I feel like we have a lot of great Black athletes, both players, that able to also help the community to grow up and speak for the community. And I think it would be great for these players sometimes to, create a group and kind of trying to set events where, I don't want to say only for the Black people, for other, even for women, for every gender and category of group, to set events for the community and bring some positive vibe and make them understand that everything is possible, because I think that's the key for every gender, every race. I feel it's really important for them to understand that these people made it. They came from a different kind of group. They went through discrimination, but they've been able to do something about their life. So it would be great to share the story, communicate, and show that everything is possible. For sure. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, man. I appreciate your time. If people want to follow Footy IQ and whatnot, where are they going to connect with you on the digital spaces? You can find us on Instagram, FootIQ_IQ07, Facebook, Foot IQ, and our website, www.footIQ. I don't remember.
There you go. That's all good. That's close enough. We'll put it on the screen there.
Okay,
Thanks so much, man. Appreciate it.
Have a good one.
Thank you. And that's it. That's a wrap. Unfortunately, I only had the time to sit down with Sandra and Pepy. Pepy, thank you as well for sitting down with me to talk about this important issue. I apologize to everyone else that I was able to speak with off the air about Black History Month. Hopefully I can get you on the air next year. But let's keep this conversation going. Let me know on the digital channels, what did you do to celebrate Black History Month this year? What did your club do? What did your friends, your families, what did you do at the workplace to celebrate Black History Month? Let's keep the conversation going, and let's share our stories about Black History Month, and we can look to emulate and copy all the great things that are happening in our province. Once again, I want to say thank you for listening to this video. I hope that you found it helpful and that we can keep the conversation around inclusion going all year round and not just during February. Thank you, and have a great 2024 Ontario Soccer Summit.